Good afternoon, everyone. I hope everybody stay healthy today. Okay, so you will be able to join and participate actively in this lecture. So today, I'd like to present the topic in speaking one. Previously, it is known as speaking narrative. They do versus they are doing. Well, before I present the topic about they do versus they are doing, I'd like to ask some of you about what do you know about speaking itself, specifically speaking skill. Okay, so this is the subject about speaking competence or speaking skill. So that's why I'd like to ask you about what do you know about speaking skill itself? Okay, please come in. Okay, what do you know about speaking skill? Okay, based on your experience, based on your individual knowledge. Okay, who would like to give his or her opinions here about speaking skill before discussing in detail about our topic today? Okay, maybe Agung, do you have any idea about speaking skill? What do you know about speaking skill?
What do I know about speaking skills?
Yes.
We speak about each other on certain topics that we want to discuss, to know each other about the topic more deeply, yes.
Please give us one main idea. Why do you study speaking skill or speaking competence? Mengapa adik-adik belajar keahlian berbicara in English? Why? Kan semuanya ada reason. Jadi before studying about this topic, I'd like to ask some of you about this subject. Ya, misalnya adik-adik kan bekerja. Tujuan adik-adik bekerja untuk apa? Penghasilan. Tujuannya kuliah untuk apa? Pengetahuan. And now I'd like to ask you, what is speaking skill? What do you know about speaking skill? Nah, apa yang Anda tahu tentang speaking skill itu? What? Yes, please in English. Okay, you said that speaking skill is the skill how to talk with someone. Okay, I get the point. How to talk with someone. So, according to your opinion, what is the function of speaking skill when you talk to someone? To convey what? Okay, to deliver some information. Okay, and what about the others? Bagaimana dengan yang lain? Maybe do you have different opinion? What's your name? Siapa namanya nih? Krista. Krista. Okay, thank you. What else? Apalagi? Agung, please give us one main point. Okay. Don't give us how many statements. You always deliver many statements. Okay, please give one main point. Apa poinnya? Satu saja. Krista said speaking skill is used to convey information in communications. And you? What is your opinion about speaking skill?
I think what I think about is speaking skill of is sharing information with each other.
Okay, sharing information each other with each other. Thank you very much. What else? I'd like to ask the student in online room. Maybe Francisco Geral. Francisco.
Hello, sir.
Okay.
Uh,
So I'd like
I
to ask
think
you, what do you know about speaking skill or speaking competence?
uh, I think speaking skill is very important for our future. Definitely, apa na? Actually in Indonesian, because uh, in Bali, we have
Okay, please come.
many.
Okay, yes, please come in.
What's that? What's it?
Okay, what is your main point
Main
about
point.
speaking skill itself?
In our
What is the
country,
function
in
in
our country is
communication?
so many. In our country, so many tourists coming for another country. So I think English is very important for us to
Okay,
communication
very
with them.
important in doing the communication with tourists. Okay, I got the point. Thank you. Agung, okay, stop. I'd like to give another student. Yes. Ada pertanyaan? Is there any question? Okay. What about Dedi Ati? Dedi Ati. I'd like to ask Dedi Ati. What do you think about speaking skill? Menurut Anda, apa itu speaking skill or speaking competence? Before we discuss deeply about this topic, I'd like to do the brainstorming before discussing about they do versus they are doing here. Dedi Ati, can you hear me? Okay. I'll switch to Marlin Bani. Marlin? Online. Okay. Please give your opinion about what is speaking skill.
Suaranya kurang kedengar, Pak.
Okay. Priska Lembu. Priska,
Yes,
according to your opinion, what is speaking skill?
Speaking skill is the ability to communicate idea oral to others.
I beg your pardon. Coba diulang.
Speaking skill is the ability to communicate idea oral to others.
Okay, speaking skill is the ability to communicate idea with others. Okay, I got the point. Okay, Dayu, what do you think or what do you know about speaking competent or speaking skill based on your experience or based on your basic knowledge?
Based on my experience, but speaking basis can hold the conversation with the other or in my job is like with the guest. It's easy for me to get a conversation.
So, the main point, apa poin utamanya? Okay, so I'd like to sum up all of your opinions regarding to speaking skill. Speaking skill is the ability. Okay, do you agree? Is the ability, kemampuan. Ya, sebelum kita menuju ke konten dari apa yang akan kita discuss hari ini. Saya pakai dua bahasa ya, karena adik-adik baru di tahap introduction, ya first semester. Saya tidak mau membuat adik-adik goncang di sini ya. Jadi awal-awal ini kita akan gunakan bilingual system in this subject or lecture. Ya, Speaking skill is the ability to apa? To use
To communicate.
verbal utterances. To use verbal utterances to convey apa? To convey apa yang akan disampaikan? Adik yang pakai kerudung, what's your name? Nana, oke Nana. To convey what? Okay. Speaking skill is the ability ya untuk apa? Iya, menyampaikan informasi. Jadi in English is the ability to use verbal utterances to convey meanings. Ya. Jadi adik-adik harus punya ability. Ya. Ability bisa, competence bisa. Kalau ability-nya meningkat itu namanya competence. Kecakapan. Ya. Jadi selama ini adik-adik sudah bisa, I believe you can speak English. Ya. But not properly. Ya, tapi belum begitu pas ya. Grammatically, properly, structurally. Ya. So in this subject you will learn how to speak English properly. Ya, properly itu apa? Iya, dengan benar. Ya, baik dan benar. Ya. Ya, based on the grammar, structure, ya, itu yang paling utama. Oke? Do you get the point? Saya? Jadi itu secara harfiah dulu harus dipahami. And then next. Oke, nanti kalau kurang saya akan tambah waktunya lagi 15 menit ya penggunaan Zoom ini karena supaya lebih bisa memberikan comprehension yang komprehensif kepada adik-adik ya. So next, what do you know about they do versus they are doing? Okay. What tenses are used here? Apa tense yang digunakan di sini? They do? Simple present. They are doing? No. Simple present and they are doing?
And continue.
Okay, present continuous tense. Okay, those two tenses will be discussed in detail today. Ya, jadi dua tenses itu akan kita bahas hari ini. Ya, so you have to know or understand about the basic features of this title. Ya, dari title-nya bisa kita lihat they do versus they are doing. Okay, so today I'd like to give you a glance about the explanation of simple present tense and present continuous tense. Okay. Simple present is totally different with present continuous tense. I will explain in the next slide after this. Okay, please pay attention to my presentation. Okay, as you can see. Okay, the first one, I'd like to tell you about the simple present tense. I believe you have studied about this one, maybe in the level of elementary school, junior, or senior high school. And now I'd like to refresh your understanding about this one. Okay, we will start our discussion by telling about the form of the simple present tense. Okay, these are the forms of simple present tense. Okay, from this form, can you tell us about the main point of this form after reading this one? what is the main point of simple present tense? As you know. Apa sih poinnya? So what is the function of simple present tense? Okay, who would like to give the comment about this one? What is the main function of simple present tense after reading this one? I hope you will be able to conclude these explanations. Okay, so please give your comment, speak up. So what is the function, Agung? Do you have any idea? What is the function of simple present tense?
Like brings semester. So much.
Okay, so please conclude these explanations by using your own idea.
Examples or
The function first. If you look at this form, so what is the function of simple present tense? After this slide, there will be the information about the function of it. Okay. I believe you have known or you have heard about this tense in English because this is the most basic tense in English. So what is the function of simple present tense? Do you have any idea? So, what's your name? Krista. Krista. Okay, I'm sorry. Krista. Okay. Okay. Ya, silakan. Please go ahead. What is the function of simple present? So before moving to another part of this topic. Okay, what is your answer? Here, I don't want to, what we call it, attest you, but today we would like to share, okay? We would like to share the information. We would like to share the knowledge, ya. Jadi saya di sini tidak mau mengetes sebenarnya, hanya ingin sharing saja, ya. Okay. Because I'd like to apply student-centered learning. Jadi tidak hanya ke dosen saja, ya. Sekarang saya ingin supaya lebih attractive, ya, supaya lebih attractive perkuliahan kita. Maybe Dayu, or what's your name? Lucia, what is your opinion about what is the function of simple present tense? Nobody? Nobody can answer? Okay. Okay, please remember, the function of simple present tense is to convey the habitual action. For example, I get up at 6 every morning. Ya, saya bangun pukul 6 setiap pagi. I get up at 6 every morning. Ya. I always go to school at 7:30 every day. Seperti itu ya. Jadi itu basic. Ya. Silakan nanti adik-adik cek ya. And then the second one, what is the function of simple present tense? Jadi ketika kita ingin menyampaikan habit, kebiasaan, you must use the simple present tense. Ya. Silakan nanti adik-adik gunakan simple present tense. Jangan gunakan present continuous tense. Ya. Okay. And then what is the function? The second one, there are two functions of simple present tense in English. Apa? To convey about the general truth. Apa itu general truth? Kebenaran umum. Ya, apa saja kebenaran umum yang ada di dunia atau di alam semesta? Matahari terbit di mana? Di mana matahari terbit? Iya, bahasa Inggrisnya the sun rises in the east. Ya. Terus matahari terbenam, the sun sets in the west. Nah, itu ya. Sekarang adik-adik gimana rasanya? Setelah saya berikan obat untuk simple present, sudah mulai paham? Nah, di sana dulu. Sebelum saya nanti ajak adik-adik untuk reading dan speaking drill. Ya, saya percaya adik-adik sudah secara praktis pintar bahasa Inggris ya. Apalagi Dayu, mungkin Krista udah Bapak lihat kemampuan speaking skill-nya bagus. Sekarang Bapak kasih knowledge-nya. Ya, Bapak harap nanti adik-adik ada yang menggantikan Bapak sebagai dosen suatu saat nanti. Ya, jadi Bapak ingin menelurkan generasi yang lebih baik dari Bapak. Ya, apa yang Bapak miliki itu yang ingin Bapak berikan kepada adik-adik. Ya, doa Bapak nanti adik-adik bisa jadi profesor setelah Bapak jadi profesor. Ya, jadi ini yang ingin Bapak ketok tularkan. I'd like to share my knowledge in this subject by telling you about the essential pattern of this subject, okay, or the important aspect of this subject. Okay, as you can see, in the affirmative, the simple present has the same form as the infinitive, but adds an S for the third person singular. So, what are the third person singular? Apa saja third person singular itu? Third person. Third person, apa saja? Third person? Huh? He, she, it. Yeah. Third person singular. Ya, third person singular. Tolong diingat lagi ya. He, she, it. Second person singular. Apa? Second person singular apa? Second person. First person. Second person.
You, your,
You. You. Ya. Okay. Okay. After this lecture, please open the book of grammar and structure in English. Ya. Okay. And then, ya, jadi kalau adik-adik nanti menggunakan pola third person singular, the verb must be added with S or ES. Ya. S and ES. So please remember S and ES. Oke, S and ES. Ya, ada S, ada ES. Jadi kata kerja apa saja yang bisa diikuti dengan S dan ES. After the second one, I'll tell you in deep or deeply. Yeah. Okay, the second one, contraction. The verb do is normally contracted in the negative and negative interrogative. For example, I don't work. He doesn't work. Don't I work? Doesn't he work? Okay, so please remember about this one. I don't work, not he don't work. So here you have to use the auxiliary. Okay, he must be added with does. Doesn't here for the negative form. And then negative interrogative, for example, don't I work? Doesn't he work? And then the third one is the relation of the first one, as you can see. Spelling note, verb ending in double S, SH, CH, X, and O, at ES. Nah, apa saja sih kata kerja yang diikuti atau diakhiri dengan IS? Ya, itu ada di sana ya. Kata kerja yang berakhiran double S itu diberi IS atau ES dalam bahasa Indonesianya. Tidak diberikan S. Nanti materi ini akan saya kirim di grup ya. Kemudian ras itu berakhiran S dan H, berarti diisi IS. Nah, ini nanti yang suka buat surat menyurat nanti correspondence di kantor tolong diperhatikan yang seperti ini. Ya, ini very essential. Although today we have AI, but you as the human being must be able to analyze the right pattern. Okay, AI is the device or tool, but you as the human being must control AI itself. Ya, jangan Anda yang dikontrol oleh AI. Ya, jadi robot mengontrol manusia terbalik ya. Jadi Anda lah yang mengontrol AI ya. Oke, and then watches. Nah, di sana ada C and H. Ya, ada C and H di sana diberi akhiran IS. Kemudian ada X, ada di sana wajib diisi IS bukan S. Ya, do itu berakhiran O makanya diberi IS atau ES. Kemudian ada go dia menjadi berakhiran IS. Nah, apa saja yang IS itu sudah saya berikan contohnya. I've given some examples of verbs ending in double S, SH, CH, X, and O, and at ES. Ya, itu ya. Silakan next kita lihat. Nah, when Y follows a consonant, we change the Y into I and add ES. But verbs ending in Y following a vowel obey the usual rule. Nah, itu silakan dilihat di sana. Ya, carry itu ketika dia diikuti oleh third person singular menjadi carries. Carries, ya, bukan carries. Ya, so you have to take note of this one. You have to pay attention of the rule of this one. And then obey. Obey bukan menjadi obeys. Jadi dia obeys. Ya. Karena dia diakhiri apa? Diikuti oleh vowel. Vowel sound. Sedangkan carry itu didahului oleh consonant sound. Ya, jadi perhatikan di sana perbedaannya. So you have to be careful in determining which one is ES or S at the end of the verb. Oke, gitu ya. Okay, next. Okay, the use. Okay, like I said before, the main use of the main use of the simple present tense is to express habitual actions. For example, he speaks English every day. Nah, di sana perhatikan he di sana third person singular. Berarti dia menggunakan kata kerja yang berakhiran S atau ES. Every day itu adalah apa? Adverb of time apa adverb of frequency? Adverb of frequency. Ya, coba nanti dicek itu namanya adverb of frequency. Adverb. Adverb itu keterangan frekuensi. Ya, dalam grammar. Adverb, ya. The simple present tense is often used with adverb phrases such as always, never, on Mondays, twice a year, he always goes to school early in the morning. Seperti itu. Ya. Jadi silakan adik-adik pelajari setelah nanti mengikuti perkuliahan ini. Ya. So, please keep in your mind about these patterns of simple present tense. The name is simple, but it's quite complicated. Ya, namanya simple, tapi cukup complicated ya. If you don't study this well, apabila Anda tidak mempelajari dengan baik. Ya. The simple present tense is also used with time clauses expressing routine or habitual actions. For example, here whenever and when. So bisa dimodify dengan penggunaan whenever and when. For example, whenever it rains, the roof leaks. Nah, itu gunakan whenever bisa. Ya, ini modify dalam bentuk yang lebih kontemporer. If you want to make it more contemporary, you can use whenever and when. Okay, and then the second one, when you open the door, a light goes on. Nah, ketika adik-adik melihat penggunaan when dan whenever, berarti dia biasanya, usually, it's the pattern of simple present tense. Okay. Nah, sekarang kita ke present continuous tense. So, what do you know about present continuous tense? Okay, I'll give you the opportunity to read this one, maybe a few minutes. Okay, we still have 4 minutes left, so I will give you the additional time for this one because the topic is quite long, yeah, complicated and long. Present continuous tense. Previously, or in the prior one, we have studied about simple present tense, and you have to compare the second one of present continuous tense. So, what is present continuous tense? So, please sum up this one into one main idea. So, what is the function? Apa fungsinya? Okay, I'd like to choose the student in online room. Priska Analembu. Priska Analembu. Okay. Priska, what is the function of present continuous tense? Hello, Marlin. What is the function of present continuous tense? Kalau bahasa Indonesianya apa itu present continuous tense kalau diterjemahkan? Ya, present sekarang, continuous sedang berlangsung. Ya, jadi apa? Iya, jadi digunakan untuk menyampaikan tindakan, peristiwa, atau aksi yang sedang berlangsung. Kapan? Sekarang. Ya. So, in English, itu gimana sekarang dalam bahasa Inggrisnya? Itu bahasa Indonesianya, ya. Kalau kita speaking in Indonesian, seperti itu. Tapi speaking in English, nah, bentuk sekarang sedang berlangsung. Nah, itu bahasa Indonesianya. Tadi kalau simple present, bentuk sekarang sederhana. Ya, biar gampang mengingatnya ya. Sekarang, present continuous tense, bentuk sekarang sedang berlangsung. Oh, seperti itu. Ya. Jadi, apa fungsinya? Ayo, silakan. Yuk, speak up. Nah, ini kan speaking subjek ini. Masa ada speak up di tempat kerja, speak up gini-gini. Wah, sama teman-temannya, sama bawahannya gini semua. Ayo sekarang di sini speak up, enggak apa-apa. Clear, enggak apa-apa, is okay. Ya. We are studying English. Okay. Nobody is perfect. Ya, jadi tidak ada manusia yang sempurna, but you have to try to improve your English skill by speaking up. Ya, kalau nggak speaking up, gimana saya melakukan assessment? Ya. Okay, I will switch to the second link Zoom, Zoom link. So for this one, the time is over. So let me turn you to the another link. Ya, saya tutup dulu ya. Nanti lanjut di link berikutnya.